In this video, we're going to learn how to do a keyword campaign. A mobile marketing keyword is a word or number that people text in using their mobile phone to get something in return, either once or on a recurring basis. And this is usually a coupon, a discount offer, some piece of information. They text the keyword to a short code on their phone. For example, text demo to short code for a 20% off coupon. Demo is the keyword and the short code would be a number, a 5 or 6 digit number, similar to a phone number. To do this, we go under the Campaigns tab in our Client Marketing Center and we click Keyword. While we're in the Keyword section, we then click Create. And the first thing we do is fill out the items that are starred. They are required. And you fill out the campaign name. And then you pick a keyword. If the keyword is available, you'll have a green Available show up. If not, some red words that'll show up will say In Use. You type in the reply message. You use a proper format. And if needed, if you need more space, you fill out reply message 2. If you're going to use 2 messages, you should label message 1 of 2 and then message 2 of 2. And on the second message, you still want to have your shop name, your business name, so that if the 2 messages are sent at different times by the carrier for some reason, people know where it's coming from. If you're filling out an attachment, you want to click Browse and select the attachment, and it should be a JPEG or a GIF format and no larger than 64 megabytes. And I'm finding that these are usually sent as a separate message. It's almost as if it was message number 3 or 2 if you only have one reply message. It also seems to at times cause problems, and I think that simply providing the information with text is the more effective way to get something across to a customer, and I'm not sure you always need an attachment. You want to click Save if you're going to save this and work on it a little later, or when you're ready to get it going and you want to schedule it, you click Save and Schedule. Within the Save and Schedule section, you select the starting and ending date, time, and time zone. If this is something that's just going to be going on with no end at this particular moment, you click Ongoing, and the end date section does not show up. And then you want to click Launch. A campaign is not live or active until it is launched. Active campaigns will be highlighted in green. So once you click Launch, you're going to see your campaign showing in a green highlighted line. Any campaigns that have expired are highlighted in gray. And campaigns that have not been scheduled are highlighted in white. If you click on the Scheduling tab of your navigation bar, you will see a schedule for 1 month at a time, and you can click the prior month or the month coming after. And all the campaigns that are ongoing and active will show in green letters in this calendar. When you've created this campaign, a new group is going to be formed using the name of the campaign that you typed in. This is where any responses or opt-ins for that particular campaign are going to be placed. The campaign will also be added over on the right side into the campaign distribution chart and graphic. And now we're going to go ahead and do a live demo of how this works. We're going to go into the Campaign Manager view of our Client Marketing Center. And under the Campaigns tab, we're going to select Keyword. and then we're going to click Create. The first thing we're going to do is name our campaign. And then I'm going to select a keyword that I know is in use so you can see what happens. Test is in use. I got some red lettering here. I can't use it. So let me try something else. Test demo is available. I get green lettering telling me it's available. These starred items are intended to tell you that these are required items to be filled out. So next I'm going to fill in the reply message. You always want to have the business name first so that people know who the message is coming from, and then your message. And there are some requirements that you need to include. You want to include message and data rates may apply when people are emailing back to you. In this case, since we're responding to them and they've already texted in, this may not be necessary, but I just wanted to talk about it. And every message needs to have replies, a version of reply stop to end, so that they can always have the opportunity to opt out. So I've said Pizza Shop, that's the name of the business. Thank you. Here's your 20% coupon for your next meal. Watch for more offers. So they're being alerted that this is going to be an ongoing messaging for them. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop to end. If I wanted to have more space because I ran out of room up here in the first message, I could continue into reply message 2, and I would again identify this business because these messages are sent separately and sometimes the carrier doesn't deliver them at the same time. They usually do, but there could be an instance where they come at different times, and you always want the person to know who this message is from. If you want to pick an attachment, you would click Browse to select an attachment. It needs to be in a JPEG or a GIF format. And I'm finding that the attachments are coming as a separate message, almost as if you had a message 3 or 2 if you've only got one message up here. And they very often cause problems. So my suggestion is send your text message and leave the graphic alone. It's not necessary to get your message across. Keep keywords simple. Don't stick extra characters in so people have to switch around on their keyboard. Keep the message simple so that you can conserve characters and get everything you want in it. And if you're going to save it because you want to amend it later, you click Save. But if you're ready to go and you want to schedule it or launch it, you click Save and Schedule. And of course you're going to see a preview in that screen that's on the right. This is clicked for ongoing, so in other words, this is set to start whenever I schedule it, and it would continue until I decide I want to end it. Or if I take off the ongoing, I have a start and an end date that I can schedule. You would, when you start to put in the date, you're going to have a little calendar pop up and you can just click on the particular date that you want. And then you set your time. And you can do AM or PM, and then any time zone, Eastern, Central, Mountain, or Pacific. And then you can either cancel if you're changing your mind or launch. Once you launch, your campaign is active, it's live, and it's going to be shown as a highlighted campaign in green, highlighted in green. The ones that have expired show up in gray. And if you had not scheduled it and not made it active, it would be here, but it would show up as white. If you go to the end of the bar for that particular campaign and scroll over, you'll see letters E for edit, D for delete, S for schedule, and R for reports. And I'm going to click E, and I get back my campaign, and I can change things around and then save it again. If I click delete, it's going to ask me, are you sure you want to delete this? In this case, I'm going to cancel. S for schedule, I get my scheduling screen back. And R for report, if I had anything to show, it would tell you how many keyword hits were here. You can change the dates for this particular report that you want, and gives you the specifics of your campaign here. And then you can click here, right click here to download a CSV file showing the information in the report. If you click create range, you can have a keyword base and select some sub keywords, and this is not something we typically use, but this is an option for you. And if you click reporting, you're going to be able to select, once you have responses, the campaign names that have responses would show here with keyword, raw hits, and unique numbers. You can select dates for these reports. And these reports you can pick if it's a blast campaign or whichever other type of campaign you want. And important to notice is here is where you would have the opt-out report, and it would show you which numbers and when they opted out, and the description. And I think this concludes our report on how to run a keyword campaign. And in the next video, we're going to review how to use the advanced features in a keyword campaign. So I'll see you in the next video.